Welcome to another episode of Hair Biz Radio with your hosts Zakira and
Mikey.
And today we are talking about the future of hair. So like 2021 and beyond.
Yeah.
I have some crazy ideas of what I think hair could be.
Really?
Yeah. But it's been literally like ever evolving. There's a blog on the website where I think you wrote it actually, and it talked about like hair from the 1800s or like even the 18th century, like where hair actually started. And it's come such a long way, like from clip-ins to extensions to they used to be like the ponytail drawstring things, and now people are using like the wraparound extensions for the ponytail. So hair is literally evolving, and I can only imagine what we're gonna get like beyond 2021.
Yeah, and it's funny actually. Right before this, Dallas and I were talking. You know, Dallas, Paul Mitchell for life. Mm-hmm. He was talking about how Paul Mitchell never does things with like extensions, wigs, or anything else. But they have a huge campaign going on right now. I forgot the model's name. Mm-hmm. Drop Dead Gorgeous. She has like a pigment issue. I think sorry if that's not correct verbiage, but like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Very famous model. Like,
yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. I can't think of her name right now.
She never sends me any DMs, and that's okay. But, you know, even Paul Mitchell is now something they don't do is, you know, using wigs and stuff. And it's just like the campaigns are so eye-catching. I sent it to Dallas, and Dallas was like, meh. And I'm like, why is he so upset? This is like amazing. And then he's like, well, I've been trying to get him to do it forever. And I was like, look, maybe that helped influence today's change and something like that, you know. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. You know, we still have COVID going on and all that, which, you know, I think we see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, I mean, these vaccines are popping out.
Yeah.
Are you taking it?
Oh, as soon as it's available? Look, don't take the vaccine, so it bumps me in line. Give me the vaccine. You know, there's right now, as of like last week, 30 million people in the U.S. already have the vaccine.
Yeah, a lot of teachers, elderly people are able to get it right now. I have a lot of friends who have gotten it already just because they're in politics and nurses.
Look at Zakira, friends in politics. I got politicians. Look,
doctors, like there's a lot of people I know who have taken it, both doses, and they've been completely fine.
Yeah, there's someone that's like, someone died of this COVID vaccine, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, one person died. You do realize like 3,000 people are dying every single day. Like, okay, I mean, we're going to have some losses. Hopefully it's not us. It's a numbers game. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Whether you get it, whether you survive, how sick you get, the vaccine, it's all a numbers game.
Yeah.
I like the numbers of the vaccine. I'm a numbers guy. I like the numbers of the vaccine. Yeah, so like, but you know, what's funny is even with COVID, the hair industry, and I think the beauty industry in general, it hasn't slowed down
at all.
It hasn't stopped. I think it's even boomed even more because people aren't like traveling as much, and they have a little bit more disposable income, and you're staying at home. You want to feel and look good.
A lot of people, a lot of influencers who are online and are like blowing up from these TikTok videos, the reels, Instagram posts and everything, they literally get their hair done and do their makeup to do their content.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was even probably more of that now than even before.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think even they say, like, I was looking at, you know, now's kind of a weird time. It's kind of an unprecedented time in our economy because the stock market is at like an all-time high and the real estate market's at an all-time high. Usually it's flip-flops, one or the other. And, you know, interest rates are real low. The government's pumping all this money and all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, something eventually is going to have to happen. And it's not a good thing. Some sort of like things going down, this, that, the other. But really, the one industry that's somewhat recession-proof, they say, is beauty. So you're in the beauty industry. Probably if you're listening to this, we're good. We good. I mean, no, you got to be careful and you got to plan for stuff. Sure. But for the most part, beauty is unstoppable.
People, literally, it is just like you get up and shower every day. Like people need their lashes every day, like their lipstick every day. Yeah.
So. I mean, even with masks, people are still like, you know, we're getting in the lip business, and people are still, you know, getting pretty Yeah, they're loading up on this stuff.
I'll put a great lipstick on with my mask, and I'm like, yeah, you can't see my lips, but I took some pictures before I left.
I've been trying to learn how to smile with my eyes because, I've been taking like a lot of photos at some of the event store openings and event stuff. And I'm like, I know I have a mask, but I'm like trying to like learn how to smile with my eyes because you have your mask on, you can't see your smile and be like, I'm smiling under here.
Right.
But it doesn't, you can't really see it. So I'm trying to smile with my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of interesting. But yeah, so 2021, I can say right off the bat, we're still going to have a lot of shortages as far as a lot of the lace products go. There's a lot of things that have happened to help fulfill the needs of this, but there's still a lot of issues with that. There's something else that happened over in China for the raw hair market. I'm not going to go into it on this podcast. Most people... But basically, no one in the U.S. knows about it, but some stuff happened. So I think there's going to be some shortages and other things. The raw, like the true raw hair supply. We're going to have some issues with that coming up. So it'll be interesting. It really is going to come down to like the best relationships and sourcing wins.
Yeah.
And for me, look, I'm sending the Kobe Bruce Lees to my guy in China, stuff like this. Or, we got good connections, India, Vietnam, because I'm like, we have so many clients that rely on us.
Yeah, a lot.
It's not just us. Think about all the clients' families, all this, that we have like a big responsibility. So we have to really get a lot of product.
For sure.
And then, what's coming up in like really in 2 days. Depends on when you listen to this. It's probably already passed, but Chinese New Year.
Oh yeah, February.
So Chinese.
We're in February.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So Chinese New Year is always one of the biggest struggles in sourcing products from China. Actually, a lot of Asian countries because they celebrate Chinese New Year. It's not even like, hey guys, can you go to work? The shipping, UPS, DHL, everything's shut down. So it's like 2 weeks of being completely shut down. We plan for this, every year it gets bigger and bigger. We've planned for like 6 to 8 weeks for Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Because now we have more stores and opening stores and other kind of stuff. So, Chinese New Year is never going to go away. So that's something you're always going to plan. But if you're not successful this Chinese New Year, figure out why.
Yep.
So planning for the future, next year, it's going to come again. Make sure you're, plan a little bit ahead of time.
Yeah. I think it's probably safe to say like 30 to 60 days in advance.
Yeah. I mean, you really want to, because a lot of people, like for our private label wholesale, people like, I know Chinese New Year is like tomorrow. Can we get our stuff out today? And I'm like,
no.
No, that thing that we put on there that says like we custom make like for different styles, unique styles that takes like 5 days.
Like the wigs.
Like some of the wigs and stuff.
Some of the curl patterns.
Yeah. It's just different curl patterns. Yeah, body wave, we can get it out right away. But some of the stuff, no, it's like, it's steamed.
Yeah.
It takes time. But that's planning.
So what are some of the hair ideas for example, I see a lot of people on the color hair trend now. And then I also see Mikey walking around with these like 50 and 60 and 77-inch bundles. Like people want to know, are we ever going to have colored hair that long? Like turquoise and purples and magentas.
I don't even know if they're ready for that. You know what it is? Actually, okay, so, we did our launch party for the Detroit store. And our partner for Detroit is Angela Yee from, the Breakfast Club, Lip Service. So we were making this wig. So we were like, okay, Angela, we got to do something for you. She's never worn a wig before.
It looked so good.
It was, okay, so this wig, it looked good, but it was expensive. Okay, so like I said, okay, Dallas, so we got to make something dramatic. There's going to be photos. We're going to get video of this. It's going to, who knows who's going to see this. So we got to make sure it's like really popping.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, let's get some of the 40s. I said, whoa, 40s? 40s? Girl down the street wear 40s. No. This is our partner. This is Yee. I was like, we got to get them 55s. Woo. We used 8 bundles of 55 and 2 45s to add a little layer.
Okay, yeah.
Sewn into a U-part. It took Dallas so long to color that. And Dallas is, when I say the best hair colors I've ever seen in my life, the guy's the best. Okay. It took him forever to color this hair because it's so long. He was complaining about how much color he had to use, how long it took, this, that, the other. I mean, it was just every day. Like, to do that for some crazy hair, they better, first of all, pre-do it where it's blonde and then maybe watercolor it to make it easier.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen it, go to Angela Yee's Instagram at Angela Yee or at Private Label's Instagram at Private Label. That sounds nice. You can see we have some boomerangs and stuff of that hair.
It looks so good.
That's probably the most expensive U-part wig in the United States.
Yeah. And it came like all the way down to her ankles.
Thankfully, she was wearing heels.
Right.
You know, that I would estimate with the amount of bundles. It was raw hair. The cost of raw hair continuously is going up. I would say that's probably, with Dallas's coloring, it's at least a $6,000 U-part. $6,000 U-part.
And those are like, a lot of people use those for like shows or like,
and that's what's great about a U-part. So that wasn't she wore it once, but she will be wearing that again.
Yeah.
You better wear that again, Angela. That thing was like 6 G's. Okay. That's a company expense right there. Look, we got to get our money out of that.
Yeah. That was a really nice wig.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think the long hair trend, I don't think it's going to go away.
Yeah, me either.
It's getting more difficult to get the long hair. So now it's going to even be something that people even want more because it's going to be more difficult.
Yeah. And I think I see like a lot of female rappers or like female influencers doing more of the long hair trend. So like literally I've seen her go from like bra strap length to like butt length to like
back of the knees,
knee length to like floor. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that stuff is, I remember, you know, there was a certain stylist who you guys know for a certain rapper who you guys know, and she wanted like the crazy long hair, and they're like, this is just, it's so expensive. Because I'm like, look, if they're not tagging me, I'm not giving them a discount. I don't care who's going on. No one's going to know anyway. How's that benefit me? I'm going to feel good inside?
Right.
I do not care. Okay. So I was just like, they wanted a discount. I'm like, no, they're like, it's too much. And I was like, where are you going to find 60-inch raw bundles? There are none right now. So like a day later, they bought all the 60-inch raw bundles because they were like, okay, she needs it because if she doesn't have it, we know someone else might get it. Right. You know, and she's trying to be the stunner, you know, of everything. So it's like, you know, have this hair, but look, this raw hair, although I have a couple new bundles in my collection. I have the 67, 550 gram. It's almost 600 gram bundle. It's a single bundle.
Oh, wow.
Probably one of the more expensive single bundles in the U.S. because where do you see, most bundles are 100 grams. Yeah. But I said, no, make one bundle. They're like, one bundle? What? One bundle? I said, just make it. It's just going to be for promo. And then I have probably the longest bundle in the U.S., maybe the world right now, at 85.
Oh.
That 85?
At 85, boy.
That making me look short. Okay? Like, that thing is craziest long. I never thought, you know, I have the ones that are like 80s, right? And I was like, it's probably going to take another 5-10 years to top this. But I did it within like, I had those 2 years ago, so it took 2 years. So 2 years later, topped it, 85. Long hair, don't care. I care. You know, but I mean, for me to get the long hair, it's like, it's a lot of work. I have like teams trying to find this stuff. Whew. You know, but the long hair, I think the long hair is going to continue. Yeah. Because it's so like eye-catching and dramatic.
So what about wigs? Like, so we have like the hand stitch method. We have the sewing machine method. But do you think they're going to come out with any other methods on how to produce wigs at maybe a faster pace, but still kind of good in quality?
Yeah, that's tough because of the way the hair is kind of attached to the wig. I don't know. You know, I was thinking about a wig. You know how you have the wig caps, and I always think about how like women's hair, like scalp starts to itch.
Oh yeah.
I thought about making like a cool wig cap that maybe had like, you know how you can do something. It's kind of like I don't want to say it's a lotion inside, but it's hard. Oh. But over time, it slowly releases. It's like a slow release type of solution or lotion.
Oh, that would be
that
amazing.
You have, and it would slowly seep into your hair and help your scalp.
Oh my God!
Wait a second. We might have to delete that. You guys trying to steal my idea? You might have to delete that.
Oh
but
my
you see
God.
what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about, those strips that they have?
Yes.
Could you imagine how good that would be?
Yes. Because when I wear wigs, I take like the end of the rat tail comb, like the little skinny piece, and I try to get in there to scratch and itch, or I'll put like a little bit of oil on it and just kind of do that. Oh my God. If we had one of those, I wear wigs every day.
What I was even thinking about, we talked about this years ago, was something where it was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't put this out here. You're not going to make this. Okay. Okay, a wig cap that has some sort of like thing in the back that it comes out, and it's like a tube that runs throughout the wig cap, but the tube has small little holes, and almost like you take a syringe of say hair growth oil or something that's real soothing for the scalp. You would hit it like into the tube, and you'd put it through a syringe, and it would evenly kind of go through your hair.
That's a great idea.
Because you have like a bigger tube goes into a smaller tube. It's very much like how a HVAC works, how it has like bigger goes into smaller, so that way at the end it still has stuff come out.
Yeah.
Do something like that, and it would just go into your scalp.
That's
pretty lit, right?
A women's like greatest dream.
And why I'm thinking about this stuff, I do not I don't want to
Sounds like something on Shark Tank, something you would see on Shark Tank.
Yeah, I might have to make that.
Yeah.
Or unpatent it. Mm-hmm. We might have to, we might have to release this episode a little late. Dolly's our videographer. We might have to get this done. But no, that's kind of, if you could get it to, I'm sure there's a way to get it to work, but that would be kind of neat.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think, you know how they have like the Extendo-Ponytails? So some people will use literally probably a 14-inch ponytail, but it ends up being like a 30-inch. I think they may come out with something that's almost like not a telescope, but like one of those scone things that kind of release that you can use for the ponytail. I don't know. I think that might be cool. I'm just chatting.
Me and Dallas had some ponytail conversations.
Oh.
If I could get back overseas, I think there's some cool products that we're going to make that we've already been talking about.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to do here. It's very time consuming. It's just more frustrating than anything.
Yeah.
So we haven't quite done that yet. But yeah, we're going to have some cool products once, get some vaccinations going.
Yeah.
And a little safer. The problem is now I just don't want to get, quarantined in China.
Oh, that would suck.
Look, you guys don't know. China, especially the parts I go, if I was quarantined there, during the day and stuff, you're in like a nice hotel, or at night. But during the day,
getting quarantined,
the restrooms and the food and stuff, unless you have full control, it can be a little bit different.
You're going to be eating bugs for 14 days.
That might be good. High protein, I'll lose some weight.
Oh my God.
I'll be ready for the summer.
I'll be sick every day.
Possibly. Yeah, but that's one of those things. So I think it's working with stylists now and getting ideas of some cool stuff to create is going to be, I think, going to be pretty neat moving forward as far as things that we can do, the technology, and especially on our side as we continue to build relationships, we can make really cool products that people are going to be like, wow, it's really helpful.
Yeah.
Really when creating the products and moving forward in the future of hair, it's how do you help the consumer, right? How do you solve some of the consumer problems? So like I was saying, you have the wig, but we know one of the common problems with a wig, itchy scalp. So how do you help solve that common problem?
Yeah.
That could be solving problems is always the future.
Yeah. I think the headband wigs that you got a while ago, those were out in the 1960s. They were out a long time ago, and then they went away, and now they're coming back. And a lot of people, I'm starting to see so many influencers promoting the headband wigs, and I'm like, oh my God. And then I think I saw one that was like a hat, like a actual fitted hat
that
had the wig attached to it.
Yeah.
I think those are gonna come back.
Should I start making those?
Yes.
Yeah, as soon as Chinese New Year's over, I'll make those easy.
I had an old Vietnamese U-part that I think either Dallas or Cheryl made for me, and I didn't have the top of my hair done, so I literally just clipped it on and put a hat on because I had somewhere to go.
Yeah.
And literally, if I would have took my hat off, it would have looked a whole hot mess.
Right.
But I just had the wig sitting on my head with the hat. That would be amazing. If it was a U-part on the hat. Yeah.
I even have different hat styles already.
Yep.
I just haven't brought it over. I don't know why.
Yeah.
it's one of those things. We're out of room. Like, look, we're full. We got enough stuff. Like, we're out of room trying to do all these things and everyone and all this until we can get that warehouse built.
Yeah.
Like, we just need money to build the warehouse.
Yeah.
But once we have the warehouse built, what we'll be able to do, it's going to be pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. I think that would be good.
Yeah. Anything that solves a problem, so that's definitely one. I think there's going to be definitely like some new, like hair health kind of like more kind of, I think because it's so big, I will find out some more kind of, I don't want to say revolutionary, but there'll be more like creams and more kind of ointments and other kind of products.
Stuff for alopecia too. Like
alopecia, really big. And I think that because of social media is so huge over the last, like, especially 5 years, like everyone, you become much more aware of common problems, like stuff that you didn't think about. Like, you thought you were the only one. Yeah. And then like you're on Instagram and you're like, wait a second, there's literally 1 million people with alopecia right now, like posting these photos. Yeah. I thought I was the only one. So like technology is opening up the ability for people to feel better about themselves because they think they're the only ones that have that problem. Yeah. But then also that allows entrepreneurs and business people and others to come and say, hey, this is really a problem. How do we help solve this?
Yeah.
Because if I wasn't in the hair industry or kind of understand about alopecia, like I can tell you until the last, maybe 5-6 years ago when I learned about it, my whole life I had no idea. I don't know about alopecia.
Yeah.
I didn't know people struggle with this.
How
would I know?
Yeah.
But now that I know, it's like, how can I help?
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's a lot of things about business. What people don't understand is, you have to solve problems. You got to help people. And that's a business. Mm-hmm. You're going to make money and people are like, you're just doing it to make money. No, like you do it to help people. Money follows.
Exactly.
A lot of people get stuck on making money. Never do a business to make money. Mm-hmm. I know that sounds weird, but in theory, you know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. Yeah. I think that's 100% true.
Yeah. So, okay. Headband wigs, the hat wigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. I wonder if they're going to come out with like a different type of lace.
Yeah, I wonder that too, because they have the Swiss lace, the silk base lace, regular lace,
transparent, HD,
yeah,
this,
there's a lot.
I wonder like what would that lace be, or maybe make it easier to kind of blend and like,
maybe so the transparent lace is pretty transparent, but a clear lace that literally was like invisible, like a totally clear, even when you cut it, it's still like the lines aren't rigid. It's still,
why really that's clear. So hard to do?
Why?
It's not that they can't make the lace. You have to remember when someone's actually, there's people, the lace wigs and all this stuff, a frontal, like to make a lace frontal takes like a couple days.
Oh yeah, it's hand.
So imagine with your eyes all day trying to put a couple strands of hair through a little tiny hole, wrap it around, and tie a little knot in something invisible.
Oh, yeah.
Like, unless it could be, like, change color somehow. Like, it's brown, but when it gets warm, it goes invisible or something. I don't know. I actually had a funny story off topic. Because of the lace issue, I had somebody reach out. She's like, oh, I'm doing all this stuff, and they're going to have, like, closures and frontals made in another region where it's traditionally not made, but the pricing is going to be like insane cheaper and all this, blah, 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 create all these jobs. And I was like, okay, like I like this because, it'll help create jobs and all that kind of stuff. But like, it's a very, like the workmanship of closures, frontals, full lace wigs and all that. The workmanship is so incredibly difficult and detailed.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just because you can get cheap labor somewhere and somewhere that it would help the economy there, even though the labor's cheap. Like, just doing this is very, very difficult.
Yeah.
So she said she was going to email me. I said, yeah, me, I'm always like, I'll listen to anything. You think so? I'm talking to my friends, overseas that really know manufacturing. She does not know manufacturing that well. Like she knows okay, but not that well.
Yeah.
Because she's like, oh, we can make a closure in, I think she said like 4 hours. And I'm like, girl, pump the brakes.
What kind of closure.
pump the brakes, because like, and I'm talking like pump the brakes from a fast car brakes, not like that Honda Civic
like
pump
a
the brakes,
Lamborghini,
like those
brakes.
the Lambo shoes. Okay, that green color brakes, like pump those, because this is like, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Like that would be the fastest like person,
yeah,
like in the world, better than people that have like literally all their life done this. And in a new place where it's not traditionally done by people that don't traditionally do it. I don't want to say it's impossible, because we've seen impossible things happen. That boy's impossible. I'm just saying, like, there's only so much you can do. Like, this is like, I know how this is done. I've seen it, been there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is not easy. It's not going to happen that fast. So I think that they need to figure out a way. But the problem is, like, it's just attaching the hair to some sort of lace. Like, I almost wish there was like a way that you could have all this hair together and it's like sticky and it's like a glue and you go bink, and it's like all attached, like the Gorilla Glue lady. Yeah. So maybe we can Gorilla Glue.
No.
Here's one. We can Gorilla Glue the lace and then just put the hair, like have a bundle of hair go bink.
Yeah,
and Gorilla Glued. You know that thing. That thing is not coming off. Okay, so yeah,
that was so crazy. I didn't even think it was real when I first saw it.
It's all over the place now.
I see.
She's on TMZ today.
Oh God.
That's how I found out about she's trying to sue Gorilla Glue, because she's on TMZ. You know, and I was just like, how is that even possible? That's like, I give the example. That's like I shot myself in the leg and I'm suing the gun company because I thought I grabbed my squirt gun.
Right. Yeah. Like that just sounds stupid.
You literally could do anything in the world. I mean, technically, legally, you can sue anybody for anything.
Yeah.
That's just the legal system. It'll get thrown out and maybe get in trouble. But like literally, that's like I did something stupid and I'm just trying to sue someone at this point just to get money.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that really is not good for the business.
At all.
And, you know, I'm all about people, but at the same time, you got to be about the business too, because the business is what creates jobs and pays people.
Yeah.
Families, lives. So I don't know about that one, but hopefully we don't have too much of that in the future.
Woo. Yeah, but these are a lot of great trends. Do you have any other trends that you think might be happening?
I think they've come a long way in like the quality of the hair, as far as like you're not going to get better than raw, but maybe still some sort of treatment solution, something to do like to really treat the hair quality better. I think they're going to always continuously get better with like coloring systems, where it's not as harsh on the hair. And I don't know. I always think about, can we come up with something different and like trademark it so no one else could do it, and something that's really revolutionary for the hair industry that really helps people, but it becomes like this thing that blows up. Yeah. I'm still trying to find it.
I think like with your creative brain, I'm sure something will be created.
Let's hope so. I need it. Let's hope so.
I'm so sure.
Let's hope so. Because I mean, it's just one of those things where there's endless possibilities in the world, you know, and I'm a firm believer of that. So it's just a matter of, you know, how we can do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm game.
Look, we'll see. You know, I'll put it in the Facebook group. You know, I got the Facebook. Look, you can't stop us. I got the Facebook group. I love talking about the Facebook group. I love the Facebook group.
Is lit. Okay.
Look, the Facebook group, let me tell you, our first 20 customers in Detroit
were straight from the Facebook group.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw all the pictures. They looked really good. People were excited. Yeah, just stop by the Detroit location. Yeah. So that's really good.
Yeah, we gave them VIP boxes, something like a little special, you know, filled with stuff. And it was, you know, I'll give you, actually, before we go, I'll give you a trend moving forward. Private label stores in a city near you.
Period.
Yeah, there is a need. We are creating the experience. We're improving our experience for people. And, you know, our clients in Atlanta are killing it. We actually, when I was there, because, you know, I've been back and forth a lot. And I was there, and one of our clients came in. She's like, oh, I need this wig. She's like, in a hurry. I was like, what's going on? She's like, I got someone about to buy it. And she was going to make like, I don't know, $75 or $80 on the wig, literally for just picking up and delivering it. Yeah. And I was like, this is what people do all day in Atlanta. We're doing this in Detroit. We're going to do this in Charlotte. We got it going on in Greenville. We got Lithonia coming.
Next should be Cali.
Yeah, we were talking about New Orleans,
Texas,
Houston, Dallas, Philly, Chicago, Vegas, maybe an LA store. You know, LA would be that high-end all-raw hair kind of thing. You know, but yeah, there's create more jobs and, you know, help a lot of our hairstylists are mad killing it. You know, so let's keep that trend going in different cities. And yeah, so that's my final wrap-up trend.
I love it. Thanks, guys, for joining us for another episode of Hair Biz Radio. This episode was all about hair trends for 2021 and beyond. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe wherever you're watching us at, whether you're at home, in the bathroom, at work, or wherever.
In the shower.
In the shower. Make sure if you're watching us on YouTube, you subscribe to our channel, like, and then leave us some reviews so we can keep the podcast going with some positive information.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
This is Mikey's thing.